All right. I wanted to end the night on a high note. Some of my videos are kind of a downer. I know that. It's kind of a downer. I'm the battle axe. I'm negative Nancy. All right. You know, nothing God does is good enough for me. All right. I'm the battle axe. This world ain't good enough for me. Anyways, enough about that. But anyways, something hit me today. Probably no accident. I was looking at necklaces today, and you know, I was looking at different cross necklaces, and because I've worn the cross for a little bit of my life, but most of my life, I didn't want to be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I don't want to wear a cross necklace if I'm not a full, full, full follower, believer. And God knows I'm still not full. I'm not. Even though I'm walking the road, I am. I'm like walking. I'm trying to be a full believer. I am. I'm trying to. I know for some of you are like, you don't fully believe. Not fully. Not 100%. You know, God's proven a lot, but I'm not a full. But anyways, enough about that. It hit me. It's probably no accident. It's probably from God. Probably. He's like, why don't you check if there's any battle axe necklaces? A battle axe necklace. I'm like, I wonder. And I looked, I did a search. There are. There's a battle axe necklace with the cross in the middle. I'm like, I'm going to get that. That's perfect for me. You know what I mean? That necklace makes sense for me. The two of us together. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. God knows I could easily uh, like a lot of other places do, and a lot of um, channels do, and rightfully so. They make it all about Jesus. That's it. But I'm serious about this. God wants to put the battle axe to the forefront. He does. And Jesus supporting, you know what I mean? But mainly the battle axe to the forefront. I swear. I swear. He doesn't want me to shirk in the background and push Jesus to the front. He doesn't. I'm dead serious. That's the easy move. It is. That's the easy move. Oh, Jesus, you take my place. Walk this road instead of me. You take my place. God doesn't want that. If God wanted that, Jesus would be in my position himself this whole way. In every video, instead of my face, you'd be seeing Jesus' face. No joke. Which I've always been curious. What does Jesus look like right now? Does he look like me? Everyone's like, he's from Israel. That's the body he died in. For hell's sake. I'm talking about what he looks like now. What does he look like now? Not the body he died in. Like I said, what does he look like right now? What does Jesus look like right now? I've always been curious. But enough about that. I looked up, it's about the battle axe necklace. It's destiny. It's time. It's time. It's time for the battle axe necklace. It's time. No joke, it's a beauty as well. It is. expensive necklace either. I'm like, perfect. Battle axe doesn't need money. Bling. I don't need bling. I'm a war hero. I'm a warrior. I don't need the bling. Like, no joke. Fancy stuff, like fancy stuff. You know, shiny, fancy stuff. That's like I'm hiding behind something. It is. I'm like, I don't need to do that. Oh, look how rich I am. Yeah, bling. God would put me in my place so fast. He knows I'm not like that anyways. Even if I had the money for expensive stuff, I still wouldn't wear expensive things. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm a warrior. Yeah, I don't care about that. You think Jesus would wear expensive stuff? No. He ain't gonna be better than me. He ain't like the corrupt prophets of our time with 2 houses. You think Jesus would do that? No. So I'm not doing that. He ain't better than me. Just kidding. Like, no joke. The further this goes, and the longer and longer it goes, the more I realize that Jesus was nothing like I thought he was, that the cult and religion taught me he was. He was nothing like that. Yeah. He may be a good man. He may be a good man. No joke. He's not a man, he's a God. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It takes a lot for me to tell someone that they're a good man. But he's pretty legit. He's pretty legit. So far. And it seems like he wants me to get this battle axe necklace. He's like, you're my battle axe, and the world will know it even in the necklace form. You know? Like, alright. They will know my position to Kakarot. I'm the battle axe position. That's what I am. Yeah. It's fitting, you know what I mean? Even though I may live more of a Christian life than most Christians, I still don't consider myself a full-blown 100% Christian believer in Jesus to wear a necklace every day. Nope. I don't fool God. I don't. I would say I believe in him more than 50%, maybe 70%. I believe in him. But yeah, that's what I saw today. The battle axe plus the cross in the battle axe. Perfect. Perfect necklace for me. Perfect. Like I said before, like I said in my last video, I'm afraid to be full 100% believer in Jesus because I feel like I'll be helping people I don't want to help in the end. I do, you know what I mean? I know it's rough to say, but yeah. Yeah. I saw that necklace and it was destiny. It was destiny. Yeah. I'm not your average Joe Christian. That's a fact. And the necklace will show that as well. I'm not your average Joe Christian. This is like the first time I even somewhat claimed to be somewhat Christian. This is like the first time, you know what I mean? God knows I don't want to be lumped in with the Christians, and I don't. Some of them are all right. Some of them are all right. You know, they're okay. But as a whole, you know, I'm different than them. Even still, you know. Like I said, God didn't start me out in a Christian religion. What I think is a legit Christian. He didn't start me out in a Christian. Even though they claim they're Christian, they're not. He started me out in a false religion by design. He did. Yep. Like I said before, God's wisdom and foresight had to have been insane. Insane. To foresee everything, start me off in falsehood, fake everything to start me out in that from the get-go. Insane foresight to see the road I would walk, you know, eventually, you know, until Jesus is chopping away at everybody, you know. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know. All I know is that between here and like 40 years from now, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? Only God knows. Like I said, I thought God was gonna burn everybody like 20 years ago at least. You know what I mean? That's how far off I've been about God's design, God's wisdom. That's how far off I was. Like 20 years at least. I was off. We should have all been burned 20 years ago. By my calculations. Maybe even 25 years ago. By my calculations, and even the religion's calculations that I grew up in, we should all be burned already. At least I would. And a lot of the world. You might have been spared. You might have been a good one. You might have been one of the good ones God spared. I don't know. Only God knows the birds he'll spare. The bird thing. I was watching another video. He talked about the birds. God and the birds. I'm like, it's all about the birds, my friend. It is. That's what I said. I'm like, it's all about the birds. His name's Adam as well. I'm like, it's all about the birds. You'll find it out eventually. God and the birds. You'll figure it out. It's all about the birds with God. Anyways, down to serious business. It's not all about birds and peaceful stuff. You know, sometimes it's about the axe. And that's what this video is about. And I will show you guys the necklace when I get it. few weeks, I'll order it, So, but I've never seen anybody wear this necklace. Never. The Battle Axe of Jesus necklace. I didn't even know that it existed till today. God's like, why don't you look it up? I'm like, all right. So I did. There's a battle axe. There's a battle axe for Jesus necklace. There is, with the cross in the middle of it. Yep. God knew that would get my attention. And it did. And it did. Two brothers working together. That's what it feels like, closer than brothers. The cross and the axe working together as one. Axe in your face. Not like the deodorant axe. Like mean axe. Mean. Like I assumed God wants me to be mean. Sometime. One side of the axe is a mean side. One side of the axe is a mean side. That's what I'll say. One side of it is mean. The other side of the axe is more justice, softer. It's a softer side of the axe. That's what I was going to make a video about. He's balancing his weapon. God is balancing his weapon right now. It's in the balancing phase, getting me balanced. He's balancing the axe. He is. He wants me to be balanced in a lot of different ways, perfectly balanced. So when he swings, I won't trip. Basically, just like elegant, perfectly balanced. God does things perfectly. So this is what his next step is. This is how I feel. It's a balancing period. He's balancing his weapon. So, like on his finger. Like on his finger. He's like balancing his weapon on his finger. That's what it feels like. So that's the phase we're in. So. And the battle axe necklace is the phase we're at right now. We're claiming it right now, you know what I mean? Letting the people know in a different way. In a different way, letting the people know. Because God knows I don't wear, like I said, I've only worn Christ stuff for a short period of time in my life. I only have one Christ shirt, one. I don't want to be a false representative, a hypocrite, you know what I mean? Be a warrior for Christ when I'm fully not, But now God feels like I'm ready for the battle axe necklace. I'm that point of legitimacy of a Christian or a follower. Who knows? Part of me's like, I better have a Kid Timmy bite. If I keep walking this road, I swear to God, this is getting ridiculous. Man, enough about that. I better get going to bed. Speaking of, in order for Timmy to be born, I have to date. My worst nightmare, date. Warriors date. God's making a warrior date. Maybe. I've been on a few dates, but they weren't bad. They weren't bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Dating. For a warrior, it can be pretty painful, though. about the badass necklace. Sorry about the cussing. Sorry. You don't have to quote the script. You don't have to stop. You don't have to point out the scriptures. You don't have to point out the scriptures in the Bible about no cussing. I've seen them. Save your typing energy. Save your typing energy. I've seen the verses. It's a work in progress with the cussing thing. God knows. I've cussed most of my life. For a lot of my life, I have. You know what I mean? As you know, this life isn't pretty. Cussing will follow as you walk this road of life. As my best friend said, this life is not anything we ever thought. He's right. It isn't. This is not a Disney movie. He said that as well. He's right. It's not. And I got to remember that. Yep. When things are tough, I think about when he said that. This life is not anything we ever thought. He's exactly right. It's not. But I'm at that stage of claiming the Battle Axe title in necklace form. Necklace form, that's a big statement. It is, in itself, a physical representation. Not just me being the axe myself, but a physical outside representation. Claiming it, you know what I mean? Claiming that I'm working with the real Jesus. Not the cult Jesus, that's nothing. Not that one. The legit one. That's better than me. That one. The one I didn't think was better than me. That's proving that he's better than me. That Jesus. That's the Jesus I'm talking about. I was reading something in a book, in the Shack book. Probably no accident. The daughter in the book. She's like, Dad, wasn't God cruel to what he did to Jesus? You know, wasn't God cruel for what he made Jesus do? It's like, no, God loved him. You know what I mean? And Jesus knew he loved him anyway, yeah, as well. Because I always thought what I lived through was cruel as hell for God. For what I lived through was cruel for a God to watch. But it was all for a loving purpose in the end. That's why I hit it on the nail. Yep, I did. It was for a loving purpose in the end. All the hell that I went through was a loving purpose for humanity as well. No joke. Yep. Yep. Two different sons, but in the way, still part of God. You know what I mean? Two different bodies. Interesting. Two different presentations of the love of God through cruel ways. You know what I mean? The first way through Jesus, a very cruel way to show God's love. And then through me, which in a way is Jesus through me. You know what I mean? But God's showing it again through me. If that makes sense. Showing love through a cruel way. Cruel on me. But showing the love for people through me. One day people will know that this road I'm on was for God's love for his people. eventually. Despite what I think about people, people will say it, you know what I mean? To be like, because God already knows, like, I'm feeling connection with people, like, I'm feeling love for people, like, maybe Jesus would feel love for people. I'm almost getting there. Not on that level, but it's weird. I'm like feeling connection with people, you know? So God's showing his love through me, the battle axe, the mean guy, you know? He's showing his love through me. Through extreme, insane, cruel methods before the love through me. If that makes sense. Because I never would have learned love to this extent without God's cruel methods. It's true. I wouldn't know love like that. At least to this level. But anyways, I better get going to bed. I need to get better rest. Big day tomorrow, kinda. But anyways, the battle axe necklace. I want to leave the night on a high note. That's a high note. For sure. For sure. That's all I'll say.